It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Ready.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Going up top for Kupp. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And so, there he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA!
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go, start.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over West Hamilton at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone. Touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Hurts throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. Hurts sets up to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. But first down, Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Stafford now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, Stafford here. Throw left side, complete to Cup. He's got room at the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Akers. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it is 28-0. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incomplete.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Stafford on 1st down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness It's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Back to 60. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Pollard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The former USC man played on this very field, and Dory Jackson with a tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 50, Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, it's Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. Touchdown, LA! Tyler Higbee on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the Rams on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The Rams team's going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On first down, it's Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
32.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford being chased out left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gault. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Pollard to return from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. They go play action with Hurts. He's got his tight end Fant. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 40 yards. And the Seahawks are able to at least get one score back. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Here's Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Stafford on 3rd down. That'll be caught. It's Cup. Touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And some room to maneuver. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now it's the backup Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional, but that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 39, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Goes right back to Smith again. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
22. 1st and 10.
first down with Akers. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now it's Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 8 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stafford now to throw.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Lockett. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Cameron Sutton.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
21.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Charles.